Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for being here today. This is our second annual Poetry Slam. Okay, without further ado, because we're starting kind of on time, I'm going to introduce our MC, most charismatic, master of ceremony. I call him MC Square.
Malvern High School, how we feeling? Make some noise! Nice. So what are we doing here? Why are we here? This is the second annual Malvern High School Poetry Slam with the theme entitled "We Were All Meant for Something." Don't watch that. So basically, for those of you who were there last year, we had the Poetry Slam for the first year, and it was I'd like to say a pretty good success. You know, some hiccups, but that comes with the first of anything. So this year, you know, we're doing it even bigger. We're doing it better. We're having cash prizes this time. Ooh. So, no, yeah, it's not So, yeah, we're just here to kind of, cultivate a space where, you know, we can encourage written intelligence and passion for writing and the arts, to incentivize people with money and snacks. So, yeah, it's looking like we're just about ready to get started. There's a couple of people that are going to come in as we progress, but we're going to get started and we're going to make it fun. So, one more time, can I hear some noise? First up, with his piece entitled Passion, coming to the microphone, Niles Wilson. Hello? This work?
Now I'm louder, I found you. I am so passionate about poetry! Oh, sorry. My bad. Let me try again. I am so passionate about poetry. Weaving words together like thread in a loom, there's boundless room for your poem to bloom, booming with infinite possibilities. I am the most renowned bladesmith in the land. Hammer in hand, I command consonants and vowels and shape them into where I see fit. Wow. What? Poetry's just a hobby to you. What's your deal? What? You have something going on at home, and this is how you deal with it? So what if someone in your family is fighting a disease? I go through something too, okay? I stubbed my toe on the way in here. I'm hurting too. No problem is too big for me to stop writing. Alright? You lost your house? Go write on the street. You said you're tired? Go write in your sleep. Your wrist is broken? Write with your feet. Sit up straight. Try harder. Someone upset you? Write while mad. Your car was stolen? Go write in a cab. Don't make excuses and don't drag. Cheer up. Don't look so blue. What about me? What about what I want to do? What, you thought since you considered me a friend I'd check up on you? Coddling you is just not my fashion. Why would I need you when I have passion?
Coming in hot today, one more time for Niles Wilson. So it's like that, all right. I respect it. I respect it. Next up, piece entitled, You Need to Humble Yourself. Please welcome Renee Wilson.
That's my friend. Woo!
Apologies. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm not even going to use the mic. Hello, everyone. Hey, as you know, my name is Renee Wilson. The piece is titled, You Need to Humble Yourself. Here we go.
Have you ever looked in the mirror and examined yourself? Take a look at the features and the personality that you claim, because I am not ashamed of who I've become and what I have to show. You're taught to be prim and proper, but when has being myself not caused me to prosper? I am many things, both positive and negative, and I think I am right. Some may consider it as overbearing. And sometimes I get tight. It's not right to write off the one who uplifts. You can't say, oh, how I miss, when people mind their business. If you waste time complaining and comparing, how does that make you someone who's superior? Have you no shame for the way that you maim our confidence and our pride? There's no need to be sublime when the only way you can recover is lie. Everyone marches to the beat of their own drum. Despite our struggles, we still overcome. Onwards and upwards, we must look ahead. For if we look in the past, we'll never ascend. Be proud of yourself. Take some time to think for yourself. Instead of burdening others, think about it as you humble yourself.
One more time for Renee Wilson, everybody. Next up, with an original piece entitled Our Story. Coming to the microphone, Kenya Miranda.
My perspectives have been revised.
Use the mic, Kenya. Yes. Give me that personality. I want to see that personality.
My perspectives have been revised. You have shown me a new light, the light of power, love, and respect. I knew I loved you when my love was no longer childish, but more sacrificial. I knew we had power when we would break down an argument. You take responsibility, and I take charge. And I knew we had respect when you would soften your voice, and I change my tone. All these elements have made me fall deeper and deeper into your soul. And oh, how beautiful, how warm, how balanced. Who knew that someone could fill up your spirit like an empty flower vase? The more water, the more you grow. The more you grow into a kind garden.
Well said. One more time for Kenya. Next up, we got a special guest appearance. They're not competing. So, shout out to him for always volunteering the time, for always being ready. I've only known him for like over a year, and he's been in like pretty much everything that between here and the Lakeview Public Library that we've hosted. So, coming to the microphone with a piece entitled Untitled Resentment, special guest star, Nathaniel Boston.
I won't be using the mic. I like that. People like to question me like they got an understanding. If that's the case, why don't you do all the planning? Handle this for me. Take care of that for me. You're not done till I don't check you, see. Just do it yourself. I would, but it seems like you got all the keys. But to me, I see it differently. We in the same place, so who are you to say that you know better than me? I may not have the smarts while you be pushing cards, exploring my options, trying to play a bigger part, not preying on things falling apart. Because when they do, you won't have a clue. And maybe because of that, you'll say, maybe I should have listened to you. But we won't know, because we stuck in the here and now. But just you wait, because everyone's going to be found in this profound state of shockness. Wait till they see I'm as scary as the Loch Ness. Quick on my feet so I dodge hits. When you hear me speak, you know this my mix. When I address these women, I don't call them my bitch. My only focus is the money, because I gotta get rich. I don't care if it's fast or slow, just make sure it make me some dough. Just enough for me to blow, just enough for it to grow, because maybe after that my pounds will leave me alone.
One more time for Nathaniel, everybody. next up, original piece entitled The Same Path. Please welcome Kazina Mahmood.
The same path. The sickening smell of the same sweet cherry blossoms. A cool spring evening with a discreet breeze that twirled through my dark locks. I looked up at the vast sky and oh, I breathed. I breathed in the scent that I breathed in every day on the same path. In the distance, I could hear the same train howling. Its churning wheels ran forward as if racing the leaves that flew with it. The shade of a long oak tree covered me as I stood under it, basking in its great presence as I always do, looking at the life around me. The bustling markets, the hymn of church bells, and the crowds of students walking out of those big doors after a tiring day. You could hear the arguing of shopkeepers that opened the same stalls each day, and mothers gossiping as they hung wet clothes on washing lines. I continued walking the same way I always do, but now the familiar pleasing smell of freshly baked bread intertwined itself into the air. The satisfying sound of sizzling meat was like music to my ears. Smoke rose from food stalls that displayed mouth-watering delicacies. From open apartment doors hung wind chimes that rattled together, forming a harmonious chorus. As the same old man limped past me with a hand on his back, I realized, to someone I will be the same girl that walks the same path.
One more time for Kazina. I like this. I like this. It's good. Coming up next with a piece entitled The Concept of Love. Please welcome Tatiana Forbes.
Don't worry too much about love. It doesn't matter how many times you look for it, you'll always find it. Love is the most universal and unconditional thing. It's a feeling that only you and everyone can experience at the same time. But love is different and received differently for everyone. Love doesn't always have to be romantic, but people tend to focus on just the romance about it, when in reality there's love everywhere. Everything on earth was created with love. Just like when the bees loved the flowers and made honey, or when the moon loved the sun and made a solar eclipse. Love is beautiful and it's everywhere. Love is the one thing that can make or break you, but love is the one reason you feel heartbreak, because you feel so much emotion that it just hurts even more. An endless amount of emotion comes with love. It's not always going to be happy, but it's always going to be worth it. Love is just one big risk that you just have to be ready to take. Love is just like oxygen. You won't see it, but it's always there. Love is the type of feeling that makes you feel warm and happy. It's a comforting feeling that you never want to let go of. But when you love someone, you can feel it in your entire body. It's a feeling that consumes you and completely takes over your mind and soul. It makes you unconditionally happy. There's no such thing as falling too hard. There's only loving yourself enough to be able to love someone else. And when you fall in love, you feel complete and content instead of everything seems right. Love makes you feel good and opens up your eyes to a new world, but nothing actually changed. Love just made you see something that was already there. And once you loved yourself, now it's clear that love is everywhere. You can see love anywhere. You can't see love anywhere until you see it in you. So no, don't worry too much about love, because whoever or wherever you are, he'll always find you, no matter what form it's in.
One more time for Tatiana, everybody. Next up, we have another special guest star. He's not competing. He's not competing. Another person who I like to consider a close friend after a while. Always popping out to everything that. You're welcome, Antonio. Who's always been there for every time that we have an event here, every time we perform something at the library. He's about it, and he's a very creative soul, and I love his energy. So coming to the microphone, a piece entitled "Hero and Villain." Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Gonzalez.
I don't know that man.
Okay. Hello? Okay. This is Hero and Villain. Hero and villain, but this ain't a Metro Boomin song. This more like a Drake drop. I hope I don't flop. I haven't poemed in so long, but I'm about to go in. I haven't been my best. I'm not gonna lie. I'm letting my trauma cause a lot of drama. Finding it hard to reply. My relationship skills are being put to the test. I'm more possessive. I get jealous. I'm too needy. I get too greedy. It's not helping us. I'm obsessive. But you're not an angel either. You can't even fly. Sorry, I took that line from Kyle. I haven't been able to rhyme in a while. I'm not gonna lie, but I need her. She's light of my day, the one that picks me up, the voice of reason. My son on a rainy season. My buttercup. But I'm causing an exponential decay. This girl is 1 in a million. She's always on my mind. I have to stop my self-sabotage. This love is not a mirage. I don't want to leave her behind. I want to be better than the villain. She's worth more than $1 billion. She says she believes in us. She doesn't want to say bye to us. Sorry, she doesn't want to say bye. I'm tired of making her cry, crashing into her emotions like a bus. Hero and villain.
One more time for the homie Antonio.
Yeah, be careful somebody.
All right. Next up, another original poem entitled Fly. Coming to the microphone, please welcome M. DaCosta.
Should I use the microphone or give me on?
Yes.
Use the phone.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Right, so fair warning, this was supposed to be about a friend who was supposed to be here but couldn't make it, so sad, but it is what it is. So, I heard from a friend that the more you want something, the less you need it. He's always been a nice guy, but despite his words, I have always wanted to fly. Picture it, me standing on the Empire State, everything's great, wind through my hair and my eyes upturned to the clouded sunset, it's a feeling very little can replicate. Picture this, my shoes ever so slightly grazing off the metallic ledge, weightless and still thinking this will be my last revenge. Picture me, letting my body fall, soaring freely through the polluted New York City sky, my forehead down to my thighs. For years I fought with my neurotic mind, but now it's time where I finally rest and comply. Even though I forgot to say my goodbyes. Wait, is there more time I can buy? I cry, stop, 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 I do not want to fly. Listen, I can name a million things I hate about my life, my body, this small, boring town, but all of it never looked more beautiful than the view from halfway down. Treasure your life, your body, and mind. Treasure everything from the gentlest feeling to the quietest sounds, because some can only treasure it seconds before they hit the ground. Thank you.
One more time for M, everybody. One second, please. All right, we got a treat for y'all. We got a musical performance coming at you. We have to do one. So coming to the microphone with her cover of Listen by Beyonce. Please welcome Gabby Joseph. One more time. Listen by Beyonce. Gabby Joseph.
listen to the sound from deep within. It's me to find peace. Oh, the time that's come for my dreams to be heard, they won't be brushed aside and words. To your own, all those who won't listen. I am alone at a crossroads. I'm not alone in my own home. And I try to say what's on my mind. You should have known. Now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I followed the voice you think you gave to me. Now I gotta find my own. You should have listened. Someone deep inside. So long ago. I scream for my dreams to be heard. They won't be pushed aside or burst into your own, all 'cause you won't listen. I am alone at a crossroad. I ain't at home in my own home. And I try to say what's on my mind. You should have known. Now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I followed the voice you think you gave to me. Now I gotta find. I don't know where I belong, but I've been moving on. If you don't, if you won't listen to the song here in my heart, a melody I start, but I will complete. So now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I followed the voice you think you gave to me. But now I gotta find my own, my
One more time for Gabby Jolden, everybody. I did it once and I did it this year. Wow. Somebody say wow. How's everybody feeling right now? We all good? That wasn't loud enough. How's everybody feeling? We all good? Next up, he's competing this time. With an original poem entitled "My Poem." I respect that. Coming to the microphone, Amir Jones. Hello.
Hello.
So, this is called My Poem.
Word.
For a person who blames their past on everything is a selfish person. They think about no one other than themselves. They won't open up to no one, even those they grow close to. They see a confused world because they are stuck. They will lose themselves, blame themselves to protect themselves, give up on themselves because everything is becoming harder, lying to their self and to the people close to them. Just because everything seems better when they're not their self. That's a selfish way to live a life. Because at the end of the day, you did all that for yourself. Because you felt things are complicated when they aren't your way, but you live a life where things don't usually go your way. So why are you selfish? What makes you selfish? Are you scared, sad, intimidated, lonely? Why must you live a life believing that things must go your way? You sit alone in your room and do nothing. You go out with your friends and feel like nothing. You stay with your family and feel like nothing. Wherever you went, you felt like nothing. Then you met someone who made you smile, opened your eyes to new things, brought you joy, with a shoulder to cry on whenever you felt sad. They even opened up to you, and you slowly opened up to them, until you realized you were slowly losing them, and you felt like nothing again. It became selfish. It felt like nothing again. And you became selfish and lost a lot. But you never lost them. You figured out, and then you feel like nothing. You ruined something that brought you joy and made you more comfortable, all because of selfishness. Thank you.
Need a hug?
One more time for Amir, everybody. You're getting deep. You created a safe space here, and I like it. Just want to show you. Not right enough. Next up, she's not performing. She's performing. She's not competing. Imagine I call your name just to tell you, no, sit back down. Like that's crazy. Another guest speaker, the first place winner for when we did the open mic night over at the Lakeview Public Library. Word. By the way, y'all should go there. It's pretty fun. One of the most eccentric and outgoing people I've grown to know in the last couple of months. Coming to the microphone with a piece entitled Pockets Full of Change.
All right now.
Please welcome Kalea Johnson.
That's my friend.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
No, I don't want to hold the mic. Can you guys? I like. You're gonna see. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Bear with me. I can never keep a hand on loose change. 6 pairs of pants and $20 to my name, all quarters and dimes floating through open seams. I got a washing machine with more cha-ching than me. Sometimes I lose my mind this way as well. 'Cause see, my seams swell to bursting with motivation, electric currents coursing with wild-grown inspiration, but ideas of execution bring me vast intimidation. So this currency gets pocketed, and away it dwells. Sleepy and forgotten, yes, fare thee well. My brain wrinkles are green as far as I can tell. All those wrinkle-free dreams I've got stashed in these cells. But why is it so bad to gather all my change together? They say it's good to keep a stash of change for rainy weather, and every time I cash a check, I toss it in my sweater. A pair of pants or a pocketbook, well, honestly, wherever. Anywhere but a real register. Yeah, I'm a penny pincher, a hoarder, a jail keeper of dreams. My change will make a ripple if I'll help it. It seems that everyone around is spending change to buy their dreams, but my current seams are sewed up, and I think that's swell. I'm scared of empty pockets, not a think and compel this gal to lend a single dime, not even heaven or hell. So I keep my change to myself. Hello?
There's no use buying nothing I can't keep on the shelf. I worked hard to amass this change. I've built this wealth, and no one deserves to share it. Not even me. Well, never mind all that. Don't let the mood decline. You gave a penny for my thoughts, I'll keep the room sublime. Another penny for my pockets and a 6-pack of rhymes that'll fill up your belly without taking too much time. I just got a lot on my mind.
One more time for Kalea, everybody. Excuse my tiredness, I'm running around all day. But you do these things because it's crucial, because we have incredible pieces like that from you, like from everybody in this room that's here to share a common goal, and that goal is creativity and possibly cash. So I respect that from all of you. So real quick, I just want you to give a round of applause for yourselves. Pause, snaps, whatever. I respect that. All right, back to the competition. Nobody's friends with anybody. Every person for themselves. Next up, another original piece. He is competing. He's competing. Coming to the microphone with a piece entitled "Two of a Kind." Please welcome Daniel Parfait.
Hey guys, how you guys feeling today? Nice to see y'all. Another round of applause for everybody who just went before me. It's fire, Yeah. So my piece is called Two of a Kind, so bear with me, please. Our coaster is bumpy, but I still ride for you. And I don't promote violence, but I'd fight for you. And I love the life I live, but I'd die for you. Because my heart's grown numb, but I can still cry for you. They say shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. And I'm a go-getter, but where's the fun in reaching new heights if I can't fly with you? You see, distance means a lot of things to a lot of different people. It could mean lost connection, misconceptions, or eventual attitude. But to me, it's just a measure of the amount of miles I run just to get back to you. And yeah, you bad and all, but your soul is attractive too. That's why I look in your eyes and I get to asking you, will you be mine, or just my partner in crime? It doesn't have to be now. I never put a constraint on our time, because we are one of the same. Better yet, two of a kind. Thank you.
One more time for Daniel. Next up, with a piece entitled "The Power of Our Hair." Please put your hands together for Uche Alosi.
Hi.
The power of our hair. Cornrows. Can we fit corn in each row? Yes, but we did not. Instead, we smuggled rice in the rows to satisfy the buds on our tongues. Yes, we did. We used our routes for roots to navigate our freedom. Yes, we did. Generation after generation, we were still among shackles and defeat. Yes, we were. They don't own our heads anymore. We are gradually becoming their equal. Yes, we are. Now I can style my hair however I please. Yes, I can. They don't lock and throw away the key anymore. No, they don't. I choose to lock my hair, something I couldn't do a century ago. Yes. No more smuggling, no more shaving, no more laws telling me to cover up my hair. Yes. It's been 10 years. Some call me Black Rapunzel. Yes. It makes me laugh, something my great-grandmother couldn't do.
Real. One more time for Uche. Next up, a lot of original pieces. I respect that. Just cool. A piece entitled "A Grief's Tale." Please welcome Evan T.
I was completely right. I am shorter than the microphone. Listen, I'm shorter than a lot of you. It's not my fault. Please, I'm sorry. I need some time. I'm not used to speaking in front of audiences. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
This poem is inspired by one of the people that I lost like 2-3 years ago. So I'm really sorry to ruin the mood.
Safe space, girl.
Safe space.
Love you, girl. Come on. Come on.
I'm gonna try and make this a very emotional ride, because my mother tells me I'm dramatic, so I guess I have that ability. Kneeling at your grave, thinking silently as the clouds ran past, crimson red rose lay still on the dirt, covered in dewdrops. I swear, I saw the signs. I never turned away. I couldn't leave her. Why'd I have to leave her? The blood coming from her chest. It was only my fault. I never meant it. Molly and stone lay on your body. I wish I saw it all. I wish I had more time. But my eyes were closed and my jaw was shut, blind and deaf with nothing to touch. I was just a little leaf floating in the air. Why did she have to leave me? Why were my wings all tattered and torn, like my heart with grief? Why was it only years later, when I learned to let her go, how I learned just what she was? Her chain surrounded me and kept me in a bubble, in a bubble of water and purity. Why was I so blind to see what she truly was? Thank you.
One more time for Evan, everybody. Creating a safe space for everybody. I like that. We need more sign up for that in this world. Because we as a society, if you really think about it. No way. Moving right along, another special guest speaker. No, she got here just to be like. So, one of my dearest friends who goes to the illustrious and well-respected Farmingdale State College. Go Rams! She's been with me through thick and thin for like maybe a year now. We've been through a lot. You know, we run all these clubs, the NAACP chapter, the BSU, the Afro-Caribbean Club, and I've gotten to know her for the sweet, genuine, and supportive person that she really is. So, without further ado, with an original piece entitled "Forever and a Day," Please welcome to the microphone my dearest friend, Awele Ahmed.
Forever and a day. Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
Alain de Botton once said, "We fall in love because we long to escape from ourselves with someone as beautiful, intelligent, and witty as we are ugly, stupid, and dull." But what if such a perfect being should one day turn around and decide they will love us back? We can only be somewhat shocked. How can they be as wonderful as we had hoped when they have the bad taste to approve of someone like us? My first word was mistake. It was a word that my mother used to describe what I was. Well, what I am. By the age of 5, I no longer played with dolls because deep down I already knew that I could never be the pretty princesses they were. By the age of 8, I perfected the art of walking past mirrors, car windows, and puddles without looking at my reflection. Because I knew that no amount of mommy's makeup would ever make me beautiful. By the age of 12, I had cut from my wrist all the way up to my armpit on both arms. Each cut a little deeper than the one before, just to show God that this birdie had no use for its wings. That eventually, when pushed out of the nest, I too, like Humpty Dumpty, will fall. The only thing great associated with my name would be the plunge I took from such a height, broken beyond compare, never to be put back together again. But somehow, you made me feel like I could be put back together again. So when I tell you that loving you is my sole reason for waking up each and every day, believe me. When I tell you that your love is the oxygen that fills my lungs every time I inhale, every single time I draw in breath, believe me. I wish I could say that I stayed high in your love 24/7. But unfortunately, what goes up must surely come down. I imagine most people float down from cloud 9. And though your love gave me a parachute, it had a gaping hole of self-hatred that became wider as I came crashing down. Faster and faster my mind spirals. Why did you choose me? Choose me, because I know we would be better off without this, without this annoying flea, draining you until you cease to be. Forget we, become he. Allow my existence to be footprints by the sea and become free. And though I know you'll be totally fine without we, an existence without thee has no guarantee of life for me. For you hold the key to my life, no fee. And though you have every right to be an absentee, only you hold what fills me with glee. So excuse me as I blow my brains into debris forever today, he says. Yippee. And suddenly my parachute is patched up and brand new, and there is no gun, and my feet are safe on the ground. Forever and a day, I would always ask. He told me that forever would never be enough to stay with me, and he had to add a day after that. So when he started hitting me, I knew it was out of love, because after he would calm me down and he would tell me forever and a day. I never minded receiving blow after blow because I saw our love as physical as much as emotional. I started to see the bruises as tally marks, a countdown only we understood. When he beat me to the point of paralyzation, I knew he would walk for the two of us, climb mountains with me on his back if he had to. Until he beat me to the point my breath ceased. Alain de Botton once said, "We fall in love because we long to escape from ourselves with someone as beautiful, intelligent, and witty as we are ugly, stupid, and dull." But what if such a perfect being should one day turn around and decide they will love us back? We can only be somewhat shocked. How can they be as wonderful as we had hoped when they have the bad taste to approve of someone like us? Maybe forever and a day is meant for memories and not people. Thank you.
One more time for Owele Amen and somebody say, wow.
Is me doing this with this
Coming up, she's competing. Original piece entitled My Redemption. Please put your hands together for Nirvana Gold.
I just bet no, it's not gonna move there. I just tipped the mic down to you.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Hello. It's really nice to see a lot of beautiful, familiar faces. I'm going to be reading my poem, My Redemption. It's a very personal poem to me, and I know that some people here already know this story, but I'm here to tell those who don't my story and my redemption. So, thank you. Do you hear that? That's the same silence as when I'm in the passenger side of my mom's dented Dodge Caliber. The same sound I make when she asks if I'm mad at her. What do you think? 16. 16 years, it's all a blur, but never could I remember any part of it, including her, my 10th birthday. I was an adorable, happy little girl. At 8 years old, life exploded and became divided into words like you and me and her, my mom and dad, his and hers. When I was a kid, I would often cry in my closeted in my thoughts, hoping to find a reason for my retribution and what I did wrong. The deafening silence in that closet was a comfort to me. It's like the deafening silence of a .38 caliber revolver sitting in my closet corner, making my silent decrees. But I'm too big for this closet now. My legs are too long, the spidery legs clawing at my subconscious, spinning webs and leaving written wrongs. And I ask myself now, how do I right these wrongs? I spent so many years crying without ever making an effort to put up a fight. They say out of sight, out of mind, but I was endlessly living in my past plight, because crying never made a damn thing right. But I break. I'm shaken to every core, words wrestling and tumbling, pinning me down to the floor. You will be nothing in life, and I wish you were never born, suffocating me till I can see, till I'm left broken and torn. In the 4th grade, I went around telling my peers and classmates that she was dead. I mean, she may as well have been with the words she left unsaid, and what I've said to you just now may come off as cross to those who had a resilient and robust mother who can take much more props. But wait, for a second, just try to see it from my point of view. Atticus Finch said, you never truly understand till you climb into skin and walk around in his shoes. But I still shuttled myself in that closet, and I tried to find answers to my questions, like I know mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why. We fear how we feel inside, and I felt that. I felt every word of his reply, and I asked a different type of God why. She recites the 5th commandment as if it would make me feel warm and cozy inside. Abused and used his words when it need be applied, when it only benefited her. And it made trusting his every word so difficult. Because, and it made it hard to trust his every word because she hurt us. And she did it on purpose, and even if she wanted forgiveness, I still question whether she truly wants it or deserves it. When I was 9 years old, and she sat on my back and tried to suffocate me, I called the cops. My brother looked at me as if I was doing something wrong. See, no one told her to get off or pulled me out from under her. They just sat there and laughed while I suffocated and coughed. One cop was white and the other was black, not like the color really mattered. Both had an intimidating presence. My brain was kind of scattered. My mother and her mother looked at them as if they said something amusing to flatter her. My brother shooting looks that came off quite accusing, probably wondering what's the matter with her. They asked me what the issue was. I gave them my answer. My mother interjected with statements like an innocuous cancer, as if it was a justified discipline to a troubled, misbehaved child. You know what they said to me? They said they get calls like this once in a while. They said they get calls like this once in a while. A child who can't seem to behave, so they call the parents on their they call the cops on the parents. Um, um, a child can't seem to behave and call the cops on the parents because they think it's a funny joke. In that moment, I felt a boulder stuck in my throat. They didn't believe me, I thought, and I panicked. I was just a naive child to them. See, things didn't turn out the way I planned it. They sat me down and they gave me a talk. They said I should listen to my mother, who does everything to put food on my table, to be a part of our lives. You know, I felt stupid because I just sat there and cried. See, they didn't believe me. And neither could I make them believe me even if I tried. See, they didn't even believe me enough to care. I thought that they must have had loving mothers. That's why the empathy wasn't there. And to make matters worse, they made a joke out of it. They said, it will be on your permanent record and you will never go to college. See, what they said, I was young, and at first I didn't believe them. Then they got into my head like intrusive demons. I thought about how they said they oftentimes get calls like this, and how many kids they must have left to suffocate behind these four walls and subjugate to evil parents. My anger started to proliferate, thinking if it would have been my father, the situation would have been differently managed. But wait, Your Honor, before the court is adjourned, I would like to testify and make myself heard. What they wanted was a loving family, minus the pater, something close to Stockholm Syndrome. Congratulations, now I hate her. The only difference she sees from now and before is now my father pays her. Never knew love like this before. No one ever blames her because she's the mother. And a child needs her mother to survive. What happened to needing a father? Maybe let's put racial stereotypes to the side. See, she wasn't here before and she's less present now. You know, I go days without talking to her, although we live in the same house. Crazy, right? But that's just how it is now. Heck, she doesn't even go to my softball games. I thought she would have been proud. But she doesn't care. And you know what? I realized after 8 years that the same girl who would sit in her closet and cry was still there. And I hate her and I love her at the same time. A living contradiction. Love like this isn't so hard to find. Biology and the technicality of a title do not equate. A biological mother and a mother to me are not the same. And if I ask myself in question, did she ever really care? I'm left with unanswered questions, just lost memories and ones that I wish were there. So this is my retribution, the repercussions of my unknown actions, and maybe in my past life I caused this refraction. I'm refracting, bending light, adding color to my reflection. This is my redemption arc, looking at things from a new perspective. And if these are the dues I have to pay at the end of the day to form the debt person I'm meant to be someday, what more can I say than let fate have its way? But I should hope feelings like these won't just lead me astray.
One more time for what? Somebody say one more time. Wow. One more time for Ivana Cole. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Everybody still all right, right? We all good? Just good. Make some noise, just cause. All right, y'all. Another musical performance. She's not gonna be with her cover of Beyonce's Spirit. Please welcome to the microphone, Shay Adeni. Working with what we got here. Everything's good.
Yeah, when the wind is cold. Yeah, for the very first time. What the melodies that pulls you towards it. Every day, saying, find out that the waves of the night. Whoa. to keep your head up while you're traveling. That's when the magic happens and the stars gather by your side, saying, rise up to the light in the sky. Yeah, watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, spirit, can you hear it calling? Yeah, your destiny is coming close. Stand up and fight. So go into the far off land and be one with the great I am. I am a boy because of me. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, spirit, can you hear it calling? Yeah, your destiny is coming close. Stand up and fight. So go into it far off land and be one with the great I am.
You see them vocals.
Your turn is crazy. One more time for Shay, everybody. We've had a lot of fun here tonight. It's pretty good. So it's looking like we're on our last poem of the evening. Aww. Somebody say aww. But then right after that, while the judges deliberate, we're gonna have cookies and snacks. Somebody say yay! Yeah. We have so much fun. I love it. That's the biggest one. All right, everybody calm down. It's not a movie. All right, y'all. With her poem entitled Survival, to the young lady who's been painting a masterpiece all evening in the corner, please welcome to the microphone, Jade Mays.
Hello guys. Hello. You guys hear me? Yes. So, as y'all may know, well some of y'all may know, but this month is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So, this is dedicated to a dear friend, and it's called Survival. Okay. When your innocence is stripped away by the authority of men and their corrupt intentions, blindly feeding into the sweet nothings that slither from the devil's mouths and giving your soul up to him. Frightened to say no because it never worked. Frightened to speak up because no one listened. How does one find their way back to alignment when all they hear is noise? How does one heal from the things that they do not speak of? How does one forgive themselves for the things that happen? The need to feel safe is like an ongoing battle between her and the darkness. Guard up with metal fences in every direction. all she could hear is the hungry wolves waiting to feast on her. Even though she grew up, she is still nothing but a little girl that is trapped. She anxiously sits in the darkness and thinks, not knowing the difference between a man who generally wants to know her for her, or a boy who wants to go with the flow. Or even knowing what love is supposed to look and feel like. How does she move on from this? Should she never allow another man to touch her? Or should she believe that the one gift between her legs is the only thing she's good for? She became cutthroat. Don't you dare look or speak to her the wrong way or you regret it. So much bottled up thoughts and emotions that she won't even allow herself to get too close to you. She became cutthroat. She's one of the most beautiful creatures that God himself has created. But she has cultivated her heart to stone. She became cutthroat. She's just like a venomous snake. Protective, territorial, sensitive, aggressive. She is cutthroat, but she's tired. Tired of the little girl that is still screaming and crying inside of her, wanting to speak her truth. She's left to figuring it out on her own in her adult life, learning how to ignite fire that kills the darkness. After each trial and error, she's one step away from that metal fence, but she still looks back at that safe house, but only to find out that it's the same little girl, still crying, but this time, tears of joy and smiling back at her. Survive.
One more time for Jade Mays, everybody. If y'all can look over at the piece that she's working on right now. Well, so looking like we're at the end of our poetry. No, not the end of poetry, so that's on time. It's looking like we're at the end of all of our performers. So do me a favor, give yourselves a round of applause for everybody that was performing tonight. Give a round of applause for your celebrity judges, which I realized I never formally introduced them at the beginning, so I'm gonna do that now. Sorry. I'm gonna go down the line. Coming out at the front, your beloved principal, Dr. Vincent Romano. Next up, president of the parent club, and I remember I had a treasurer of the parent club. More money, more power. I respect that. I remember I saw him at the Diana Walker block party for the library. Please give a round of applause for Andrew Grant. I've been here a couple of times visiting the spoken word club, and one of the people who has been like the most active, I gotta say, is our next judge. Please welcome, or please say thank you to Rachel Adeyemi. Fresh from the Lakeview Public Library, your teen/young adult librarian. Warm round of applause for Jennifer Dunlop. And last but certainly not least, one of the most supportive and active event goers I know. Please welcome Marlene Tapley. Alumni parents. Music. All right, y'all. So it's looking like the next 15 minutes, the judges are going to come at you with the verdict. Ooh, somebody say ooh. We're gonna figure out who gets these first, second, and third place prizes. Meanwhile, please make your way over to the confectionery area where we have cocoa and cookies and brownies and napkins and flags. Thank you, and we'll be right back. I love that. Thank you, man.
Hello, y'all walked in the camera. Great.
And real quick, right after that, wait, one second. After we're done deliberating and announcing winners, we're gonna allow maybe like a half hour for anybody who has an original piece that they want to come up and share. Word.
Okay, let's go get something.
Make a decision.
We still haven't talked about PS2 and racing. Oh, oh my God, congratulations. All right. So hopefully she'll be the new president.
Who's the president? I am the president of the United States.
Yes. Madam President. If I know that you were coming, I would have announced you earlier.
Oh, what is the president?
I'll run up there and I'll announce it right now.
I just want to say thank you so much for coming.
Cavities when you see it hurt. Yep, I like that, huh? Flag. Flag.
I don't know about that. Are you guys having a single
Hey, lit. I know.
I'm not.
The small thing that they have, that's what it was more lit.
Wait, for me?
Like, let's do that. I want to mix that thing up. Want to get in the studio.
Oh no, they're real people. So sorry. Yes.
I do this when I'm not exempt from that I'm here from. Oh, I could be a pickle person.
Oh my god, you should.
All right, y'all, if everybody can do me a favor and please make their way back to their seats. We got a couple of announcements for y'all, and then we're going to find out who's winning the slam. Thank you. There will be leftover treats to take home.
I saw that.
That's a lot of work.
You're my phone, man.
Where are you going to take it?
All right, y'all. Getting back into it. Home stretch. I know y'all are anticipating. Y'all been waiting for this since last week, and it's finally here. It's finally here. But before that, we have a couple of announcements for you. Coming up, a quick little spiel from our Lakeview Public Library teen librarian. Please welcome Jennifer Dunlop. Spiel's a fun word.
All right. Hi. All right. So I don't know a lot of you, but don't come visit me. People come to the library. So on May 2nd, we are having another. You might have been there. Interactive tea experience. So we will have food. Say it again. I'll say it again. We will have food and drink. Okay, we did like the air fryer thing. We did mocktails. Like,
Okay.
Alright. There was food and the mini games. It will be some art. Okay, so it's May 2nd at 6 o'clock. Love to see you. Bring several friends. Bring people you don't know. Alright. We also have art and different crafts. We're doing diamond painting next month. Anyone does diamond painting? Okay, good. Come, it's fun. So we're doing like a keychain, little diamond painting thing. So it's small, it's a short little project. And then in June we're doing a coaster. It'll be fun. We can try to find little tiny pieces of plastic and put them on a picture. It's like paint by numbers with little plastic diamonds. All right. And in June we're having
Music showdown. So
Music showdown. So
any
basically,
singers,
Battle of
kind
the
of battle of the
Singers.
bands. It's gonna be a night dedicated to musicality and singers and musicians and all that stuff. So any of you who are not doing nothing the night of June 2nd, a flyer will be sent. June 1st.
Do not show up on the 2nd.
Thursday,
We're
June
not
1st.
open.
No.
On the 2nd.
Anybody,
June 1st
if you
is
know
a
anybody
Thursday
who's
evening.
singing, we're also, it's like another competition thing, but it's dedicated to singing. And if I know about anything about Malvern,
There were a couple of you I heard.
musicality.
There was singing here. I know I heard singing. So yes.
Band, instruments, and sing, something musical. You know what I mean?
All right. Oh, and we have the block party for summer reading coming up next month. It's the last Saturday of the month, and I don't know what it is, but I don't have killer. Pardon me. But the last Saturday of the month, 1 to 3-ish. We'll have food and music. There's more food. There's lots of food. There's grilling and there's vegetarian food for those of us who need vegetarian food. What is it? What?
June 29th.
All right, hold on. There's food and Jade here has painting classes on Saturdays, some Saturdays. Day 6 is next one, thank you. I have there for 12 o'clock. Day 6, 12 o'clock. What are you doing for May 6th? You know yet? Okay, there will be a painting project. It is open to 8. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically, but yeah, because like representation. All right, and you know we have like books and manga and graphic novels, and you know, we got me. Okay. All right.
One more time for Jennifer, everybody. Long story short, come to the library. I know some of y'all not doing nothing this summer. Like, no, come to the library. We have things for you. And if you have any notes or any ideas, feel free to let us know. We want to create the space where you guys can authentically express yourselves and have fun, especially over the summer. So make the Lakeview Public Library yours, because it is. Thank you. Word. Fire, right? Word. Alright, coming up, more plugs. One more time for Mr. Andrew Grant. On behalf of the World Financial Group, establishing generational wealth, helping you get your client and partnership opportunities with annuities, your 401k, your 403b, your TSP, your IRA, your life insurance, your children's tax-free college savings, executive bonus plans, your estate planning, your final/burial expenses, your key person insurance, your personal and commercial lines insurance, your debt solution, I feel like a pastor, your debt solution budgeting, your nationwide franchising opportunities, and so much more. Somebody. That's.
And if you need to get some information, you can always go to Snap.
He stays ready so he doesn't have to get ready.
Absolutely. There you go.
Y'all don't got shirts like that. Y'all don't got shirts like that. Y'all think you got shirts like that. Hey, y'all. Signing up people, changing lives. One scan of a QR code at a time. Couple more things for the library. And it's free. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Like, I'm telling you. A little bit more from the library. Oh, what, Marlene, Miss Tapley, what are you doing right now? What are you doing? Oh my God. Where can anybody else here crochet? If so, where?
At the library.
At the library, at the Lakeview Public Library. We have crochet, yes. Crochet and knitting.
What time?
The knitting game.
6 Tuesdays.
Tuesdays at 6.
And if you cannot actually we're all on
Zoom. They are on Zoom. So is he. Everybody everybody's on Zoom. It's good. All right, guys. I need silence. I need silence. Rubber sweater. Right in front.
I'm gonna be there.
All right, y'all. Gotta announce our winners, but real quick, I just want to say thank you so much to our celebrity judges for taking the time.
Thanks for being so sweet.
That was good. Yeah. Changing the world, changing the minds and hearts of the community. One spoken word piece at a time. It's weird. And real quick, for everybody from the Spoken Word Club, or not from the Spoken Word Club, coming out is the Magic of Malvern magazine, full of original pieces and published work. Clap for that! So, for those of you who are like, oh, I missed the poetry slam, I gotta wait till next year. No, because you'll get a little bit of creativity and culture and personal stories from this magazine that's coming out soon, so watch for that.
You have one more week to send in your submissions, poems, short stories, and we do art and photography too.
Yes.
We can get copies.
And real quick, I do it every event, and she's like, no, why? But I have to give it up for no, don't be shy. I have to give it up for the woman who created this whole idea of a formal poetry slam dedicated to people sharing their stories and putting themselves out there, from what we're doing here to what we're doing at the library and back and forth. We're hoping to encourage creative intelligence and writing and magic and personal stories. So please give the biggest round of applause and thank you to your Malvern High School librarian, Jacinta Bowman. Oh, Andrew's gonna do a poem right after we wrap. All right. I feel like I kept waiting for him. Oh no! See, she's ready, and I respect that. Huh. All of tonight's poems and contestants, please come to the front of the room. No, last year. Sorry. All right, y'all. Third place, Uche Alozie. Applause for Uche, everybody. Second place, M. DaCosta. Changing lives out here, changing lives. Changing lives out here, changing lives. Can I get some feet on the ground, some round of applause. First place of the 2023 Malvern High School Poetry Slam, Nirvana Cole. One more round of applause for all of your performers. One more round of applause for all of you guys for taking the time to come out tonight. You guys are the reason reason that we have this community that we built. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everybody else, we did get a little something for you, so stick around. Meanwhile, we're going to dedicate the next 30 minutes or so to anybody who. That's crazy. Next 30 minutes or so to anybody, we did the same thing last year, anybody who has a personal story they want to share. Otherwise, thank you guys so much. Get home safe and have a wonderful night. Everybody else who performed, we believe we have this.
I saw your face. I saw your face in the back of my head. I knew it. Oh. Okay, nobody. You don't understand. Oh, I knew it. Like, I was like,
I wanted an opportunity to kind of bless the mic with not an original poem, but this is a poem I learned when I was in the 4th grade because I had some phenomenal teachers growing up. The oldest. So, this poem is from the great Langston Hughes. It is called What is a Dream Deferred? What is a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or does it fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or does it fester and serve you over like a Serby sweet? Or maybe it sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode?
I really thought it was Renee. Right after, Renee, and then they said, I was like,
but then he decided to
oh, the baby.
This is a very short poem. It's a very short poem. First of all, I'm very proud of my daughter. She's been through so much. I can't talk too much about her or I'll start tearing. So anyway, I'll stop there. I'm very proud of you. But anyway, this poem is called Brown Eyes Blue. When will I stop fighting against... Gotta put on my glasses. When will I stop fighting against injustice? When my eyes turn blue? No, I'm not a self-hater, nor desire them to. I've been given no good reason, and neither will you. Dependent to injustice, favor, status, or hue. So I'll continue on fighting against what bad men do. No, I'll never stop fighting, be they green, be they gray, stay they brown, and turn blue.
I wanted to tell you this surprise tomorrow, but you know I was going to tell you a surprise little sit down with you, but you know
Hold it down for a second. Hold it down. Hold it down.
Hello. Okay. So this is a poem from an anonymous person. Called Thoughts to Myself. I sit alone with thoughts to myself, wondering why I was brought here. But the idea stood atop a shelf that reached the height of a light year. We bodied souls wander this place clueless in distraught, with left only from remnants to believe. But I believe somewhere, not sought, there lies something worth more than a journey, than any journey. Thank you. Nelson Crawford.
Rachel, please. She's so big. She's so big, man. Let's go.
Quick announcement, quick announcement, quick announcement.
I just want to thank everybody for coming and making tonight possible. Thank you guys. It doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alpha Knowledge, president of the spoken word. How I wonder.
Thank goodness.